Hi guys, it's me, Zeemuni, and this is just a glam cut crease look kind of thing that I've got going on. It's not really a tutorial, but I just wanted to show how I do what I do anyway. I'll probably do a more in-depth one later on, like depending on the reception I get and whatnot. But yeah guys, enjoy the video. I'm gonna be like explaining what's going on anyway, but you know, enjoy it. And oh yeah guys, this song is by my faves, Cold Callers. I think it's called Summer Nights. Go download it on SoundCloud and Spotify and all that, because it's a really good song. So right now I'm just using my Colourpop Cosmetics brow pomade. I can't remember exactly what the brow pomade is called. It's in the shade Black and Brown, and yeah, I just apply it on my brows, like bottom line first and then the top line. And yeah, I don't fill in the front. I do it like a gradient kind of look because I don't like thick brows at the front, so I don't fill in the front. I'd fill in at least 3/4 of it, mainly from the end. And now I'm using my LA Pro concealer in the shade Chestnut to clean up my brows. And yeah. I was literally dancing throughout this whole video, so don't even mind me if you just see me like bopping and like moving and like talking to the camera, because I wasn't even talking, I was just vibing. That's what I always be doing. But yeah.
Damn, she loves the vibe, she don't wanna leave. Slowing down the pace, searching for the peak. Eyes up to the sky, trying to lift my feet.
So now I'm using another concealer still by LA Pro, but it's in a way darker shade, the shade Dark Cocoa. I think it's the second to darkest shade. I always use a darker concealer on the top of my brows just so it blends in nice in my foundation. I don't really like that halo look too much, like I just don't really like it, so I prefer to use a darker concealer that matches my skin tone a lot more, so it looks a bit more natural. Yeah, I don't use too much, but I always blend it out with like a eyeshadow kind of brush. This brush is literally from Amazon or eBay, one of those. You know them packs, them like £5, £10 packs, not even £10, but whatever. Oh yeah, here I forgot to put my primer on, so I was just like, how? But yeah, I'm using the Angel Veil primer by NYX Cosmetics, and yeah, I really like the primer, to be honest. It holds my makeup all day and whatnot. Again, because it's summer and I was going out, I just put Sacha buttercup to like set my face before I do my foundation. I find that it helps with like sweating, because when I sweat on my upper lip and like on the sides of my nose, and it's so annoying, so I always set it with powder first before I apply my foundation. The foundation I'm using is Estee Lauder in the shade Espresso, I believe. I'll double check. In the shade Espresso, the Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation. I love this foundation because it actually lasts all day. I think it's probably one of the best foundations you could use in the summer. Even though it has like a matte-ish satin kind of finish, like you'll be fine. And under that, I was using the sleek illuminator in the shade Pompeii, I believe. Again, I'll double check. I just like having it under just to illuminate my face a bit, because like I said, this foundation is quite mattifying-ish, and I like looking glowy. Like I just love glitter. I'm one of them girls that just loves shining. So yeah, and I'm just getting rid of the excess with a clean, damp sponge. So now I'm using my LA Pro concealer in the shade Chestnut, the same one I used for under my brows, to just like kind of conceal / highlight my under eyes. I'm just brightening it up a little bit because I like looking kind of bright, but this was actually, I didn't actually put that much on as I'm looking at right now. But so yeah, I just do it on both sides. I know most people let their concealer set on their face, but I have dry skin and it's normally a lot harder for me to blend out my concealer if I let it sit on my face for a couple seconds. But I do it sometimes, but I don't know why, I just really did it today. But yes, obviously using a clean damp beauty blender to do my under eyes with the shade Chestnut LA Pro Concealer.
Back to the stool. I seen your eyes, you're looking for this. She digging the vibes, I gave her a bit.
So I use the lighter concealer now. This is more my highlight stage. I use the shade Toffee, again by LA Pro Concealer. And yeah, I'm just using that under both of my under eyes just to brighten up a bit more, because the chestnut is slightly, it's not my shade, but it doesn't look that dramatic unless I put loads on. So I then just go on with Toffee to highlight a bit more. I just love LA Pro concealers. I've tried other concealers and they're not as thick and as long and lasting and, you know, such a full coverage as LA Pro. I was actually vibing here, don't mind me. I don't even know what I was singing to.
Into the sky, me and my people are remaining high.
So I don't contour, I slightly reverse contour, but again not dramatically. Like I don't put more concealer under my contour line, if that makes sense. I just use the excess from my sponge. I haven't really found any, because I'm dark skinned and brown hair, I haven't found any contour shades that are actually nice and actually dark enough for me, so I just reverse contour. Right now I'm just I'm setting my face with my powder. I use Sacha Buttercup, and I use another powder that's just really quite dark, and I mix it together. And I don't bake as in leave it on my face, like I put on my face and I just keep pressing it in with different sponges. So I'm using a Real Technique sponge to just brush to just press it in my face more, and I'm using this other Real Technique brush to like dust it off even more just in case. And I use this other brush to dust it off, because again, like I said, I'm a dry skin person, so powders are not really for me. They're not really for me, so I just set only to keep my makeup on for long. So now I'm gonna start with my eyeshadow. I'm using a red and an orange shade. I'm using a red right now by BH Cosmetics, the Take Me to Brazil palette. I love this palette so much. I've had this palette for over a year now. It's actually coming up to 2 years, and it has never ever failed me. Like I just love bright colors, like, because obviously as you can see I'm dark, so bright colors, like dull colors, don't sit right with me. I just like having bright colors because I know how to make it work. And yeah, so this palette is definitely a great like starter colorful palette. Morphe 35B as well is equally another good color, like colorful palette as well. So I'm just going in with the orange shade just over the red, just to give it a nice transition between my skin and the red, because you don't want it to just be mad red and then, you know, like, do you know what I mean? You want it to blend in nicely. So I've blended in from my brow bone and whatnot. Here I'm using a purple and a really small bit of black just to deepen my eyeshadow now, to give it more dimension, because otherwise it'll just look really flat. And as I'm doing a cut crease, you want the end to be nice and like 3D like, so that it's not looking flat. So yeah, just the purple and the black, and yeah.
Chilling with my crew. She roll my green and blow the vapors to the moon. We driving crazy, heading right back to the stool. I seen your eyes, you're looking for this. She digging the vibes, I gave her a biz. Gripping the dice in the back of the whip.
So at this point I'm ready to cut my crease. I'm using LA Pro again, Holy Grail, in the shade Cool Tan. I'm due to get a nice lighter concealer, like a nice, I think creamy beige probably, or even porcelain whatever, to cut my crease, because I know it will definitely give more of the effect I'm looking for. But yeah, so I'm using the shade Cool Tan to cut my crease. I'm just using a brush from, I think, Primark. It was like £1, it's double-ended, or £1.50. Just a small flat brush will give you the look that you want. I don't cut my crease all the way to the end, as you can see. I stop a little bit before the end, because I don't like it, I just prefer to blend in my shadows again on top, to blend it in from the outside. I really hope I'm making sense, because but yeah, obviously you guys can see what I'm doing. Yeah.
Smoking to the Eagles, alright. Whoa.
So yeah, just a little disclaimer, I'm not a makeup artist. I've never pretended to be one. I'm not one. I'd love to be one. I'm still in the process of studying people's faces, so I know how to, you know, work on people's faces. But for now, I'd just say I'm a makeup enthusiast. So Like, don't come for the kid, you know. If you start talking about, oh, you cut your crease wrong, okay, it suits me. So but yeah, for real, I'm not a makeup artist, so this is all just for like what I've learned to do on my own face and how I do it. So now I'm filling in my crease. I used another dark shade, the same like blackish purple that I used before at the end of my crease, as you can see, just to blend in the crease and my shadow again. And then I'm gonna take a red shade, the shade red that I used before, with a flat brush, like a flat concealer brush, and I'm packing it on my eyelids. And then obviously I'm gonna blend it out afterwards. But yeah, I pack it on first and then I blend it. So now I'm taking my Urban Decay palette, Urban Decay Heat, I think. And I'm using the first shade to like define my crease a bit more, define the light part of my crease a bit more, because it was just looking at the concealer shade. I wanted it to be lighter and brighter. So I used the first shade, which is a whitish shimmery shade. I'm gonna find out the exact name and I'll put it in the description box and whatnot. And then I'm just taking my glitter, which is from Barry M. It's a very fine glitter, which I love. I love when glitters are nice and fine, because they look like a bit like a shimmer. But yeah, I just put this on the white part of my eyeshadow, just to give it some more dimension, because it was just looking a bit plain. Like this whole look, I proper freestyled it. I've never done it before. I've done cut creases before, but this particular, like the blender, whatnot, I hadn't. So I was just freestyling and it didn't look that nice to me. Not that it didn't look nice, but I knew it could be better. So that's why I put glitter on top. And yeah, I was just getting rid of the excess glitter. Normally, whenever I do a glitter look, I do my eyeshadow before my face, but you know, it's not that deep. I'm now using my eyeliner by Maybelline, Master Ink. I love this eyeliner, but I actually don't really like doing winged eyeliner. Sorry, I don't like doing that too much, because I don't know, I'm just not that great at it. I know practice makes perfect, but I like just lining it just to make my waterline darker and whatnot. But yeah, I did a cat eye. Sorry, why do I keep calling it a cat eye? A winged eyeliner. I didn't really show how I put my lashes on, only because I'm ass at it. It's a hit or miss. Like, I know how to do it, but showing how I do it is just really messy, so I just didn't really want to show it too tough, and my mirror is blocking it a lot anyway, so I'm sorry about that. Also, apologies for the lighting. I know it's not the best and I know it could be a lot brighter, but I'm gonna sort that out in the next video and whatnot. But for now, my apologies. So yeah, these lashes, I can't even tell you where I got them from, because I don't know, but they're just really cute and you know, they do the job. Now I'm doing my brow bone. So I love highlight my brow bone. That's like my signature thing. Like, I never don't highlight my brow bone. I was using my ABH Glow Kit, the shade Mimosa, I believe. Again, description box. Just to highlight my brow bone, and I put some on top of my nose and on my nose as well. I then just use one of my Morphe brushes, that's like an eyeshadow kind of brush, and just blend it out so it's not too harsh and like blends in with my shadow quite nicely. And yeah, I also was putting the same highlight that I used in my tear ducts, because I love doing that. I just love that glowy. I just like looking glowy, guys. I proper do. I don't know what I was singing to, dancing to, ignore me. I'm highlighting again, highlight my face with the same ABH Glow Kit. I would definitely, if you have this Glow Kit, you already know how pigmented it is, so you really can't use too much. And I don't really highlight too tough anyway. Now I am lining my lips with a black liner, because I don't really find nice dark brown shades for me and my skin tone, so I just use black. But obviously I don't use mad liner, I just put enough. I'm then using my Revolution lip palette. It has loads of different colours in it. I don't know the exact name, but again, description box. And so obviously I lined my lips with the black, and then I'm going to use that pinkish shade from the Revolution palette and put it in the middle of my lips to ombre it a little bit. And then I just added a gloss from the hair shop that's like what, £1, like something like that. I'm just beauty spotting my face a little bit. I don't know what I'm fanning because I don't think I put any setting spray on at this time, so I don't know what's still going on there, but yeah. But yeah guys, this is the finished look. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys subscribe, like, share, comment, all of that. Yeah, and I'm gonna definitely bring out some more videos soon. I hope I can do loads this whole summer and whatnot, but thank you. I'm thinking, damn girl, you too thick. Show me a little this, show me a little that. She said she gon' love it if I do a little rap. I was like, you know, brother, don't slack. Whoever